Did you know that if you promote Marvel leaked trailers on social media, instead of getting punished, apparently you can just get invited, along with other content creators, to a special event hosted by the Russo brothers directing Doomsday, to an event to watch the trailer in full HD quality the day after the leaked trailer, and then a few weeks later we're going to push that out as marketing material saying we invited some people to come see the trailer, even though Soups, along with I'm assuming some other people in that marketing video, watched it beforehand. Interesting. Now, Soups is going to be a big part of this video because there's been so many things surrounding him, but it's more specifically the fact that he pushed the leaked trailer so hard. Because look at this. Look at this. I'm going to show you the screenshot. This is him reacting to the leaked Doomsday trailer the day before he went to this event. We'll get to the event more in a second. 234,000 views on YouTube alone of him reacting to the leaked Doomsday teaser, Steve Rogers returning in Avengers Doomsday. Over 200,000 views. He easily got over 1 million views or more across social media platforms of him reacting to this leaked trailer that he's pushing and heavily saying, hey, the teaser's out, go find it yourself, go watch it. No, you shouldn't have done that. You should not have done that. And he had to respond to this because I don't think he was expecting the Russo brothers to share this video. And they're saying fans. The post on Instagram does state we invited a few friends, not fans. Because these are not fans. These are content creators that are heavily pushing and promoting their stuff. So Matt had to address this, Soups, because he was basically being called a liar for reacting to the leaked trailer when you've already saw the official one. He's like, well, look, they invited me to the studio the day after the trailer leaked. He thought he was in trouble to say, we know your reaction's out there, but do you want to watch it in the big screen in 4K? And that is the reaction you see here. And if you watch the video, you see him along with other content creators and all of that. You know, is he saying this means something to me? It's not a one. Here's the thing, though. You promoted and pushed the leaked trailer. Instead of being quiet about it or not really pushing it, you jumped on it immediately, going, hey, guys, check out my reaction to the teaser. Check it out. Here it is on YouTube. I'm going to post it other places. So instead of him getting in trouble, like the Russo brothers are openly rewarding him, that's my biggest issue here. He actively pushes and promotes a leaked trailer. Now, I understand, social media was already doing that, but he is somebody, regardless of how you feel about him, he is a big person in this space when it comes to comic book movies and TV shows and all that. He's a big person in this space in terms of his platform, right? He's got over 250,000 YouTube subscribers alone. He's got a lot of followers. He's got a lot of notice. So with him pushing it, he's pushing it so much more than just some random Twitter account that's posting the leaked trailer. But with him, he's openly pushing it. Over 4,000 likes on the video alone. He's pushing it so much more when he's openly talking about there's a leaked trailer. Now, way more people know about it or are now going to actively look for it when it should never be out there. So for him to say, well, look, I thought I was in trouble because I did this. I'm like, well, if you thought you were going to be in trouble, why would you cover it? I understand for the views and the clicks and shit, but you're actively promoting a leaked version of a trailer that's not supposed to be out. Right? Now there's even more of a discussion, is Marvel actively leaking these trailers on their own to build the hype? That could also be a thing, but that's just speculation. That is not guaranteed, we don't know. So instead of being quiet, Soups does what he does. And he gets rewarded. He gets rewarded for it. He gets rewarded for doing something he should not be doing. And I have a few things I also want to point out as well that I thought was interesting commentary. And also want to pull up a tweet that I made about this as well, because this video of these fans, but that's the way that we're discussing film is wording it, but it's the few friends. Agbo, the production company that's ran by the Russo brothers who are directing Doomsday, they put out this video and saying they had, and on Instagram it says a few friends. They didn't say fans. But if they would have said fans, be like, hold up, these, like, if the lineup of people, including Soups and other people, you recognize most of these people, at least I recognize most of them, not everybody. They're content creators. They're people in this space that people recognize. It's the marketing purposes of it. If you want to get me at least more interested in terms of the marketing push, I don't want to see Soups' face. I don't want to see some of these other people in their marketing push. Why? Because it doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel genuine at all. And I'll get to more of that in a second. But once again, Doomsday. The whole links of it all. It's just like, just disappointment. Disappointment in this whole situation. I was trying to remember why I put this picture in. But here's one, John Flickinger. You might recognize this guy. I think most people do. So he's pointing out how this feels disingenuous, and I also pull up my tweet in a second, showcasing my thoughts as well on this. Because unless you do, make sure you overreact. We won't include it in the marketing. Fake tears are a plus. Now enjoy the trailer. Now the fake tears are referring to Soups, who cries in the video. He's tearing up watching the trailer he's already seen. But John makes a good point. This doesn't feel genuine. I think they all knew that there was a camera in the room, so they're not being genuine in watching the content. They know there's a camera in the room. You can't tell me they didn't know, because it's obviously right there pointing at them. They had to have known that they're about to watch something, and it's for marketing purposes. They probably signed some sort of documentation that they're allowing and agreeing to be in marketing for the movie and for social media and stuff. So there's no way this wasn't an actual genuine response. They should have actually got fans, actual fans that don't make content, that are not content creators, and get them to do something like this. That'd be kind of interesting. Like, they're in a theater, they don't know there's a camera on them. Like, there's a way to do it. This doesn't feel genuine. And here was my response to this, because as you know, I am a reactor. Okay, that's most of what I'm known for. This is coming across as something disingenuous. These are not fans. They may be, but they are not just fans. Now, I was going off the fact that they worded it as fans for the Discussing Film reposting the video. These are content creators and personalities that people recognize in the comic book movie fan base. Get some actual regular people in it. That would work. And I still stick with that. Like, these people may be fans who are part of this marketing push in this video, and they seem like they are, but who's to say, right? Because I don't know. Like, they could be just saying it just for the views and shit. Like, who knows, right? But it just doesn't feel genuine, because it's so obvious that this video, like, the camera's right there. You can see it here. Actually, I didn't even realize I did that on purpose. The camera is clearly right there. They're going to hit the button on here, and it's connected to the TV, and they're going to watch the trailer. The camera's, like, they know 100%. So this isn't genuine. Like, sure, they may, like, be excited, but I can tell you, most of them watched the teaser before they went to that event. Whether they promoted it or not. Probably most of them already saw it. Because Soups did. We all know Soups did. So, I'm not liking the start of this marketing push in terms of this specifically. Because you're promoting and allowing this guy who openly promoted leaked trailers, and he's still doing it. He's still promoting the leaked trailers and pushing more people to go find it. Now, whether Marvel is releasing them officially or not, that's a different discussion entirely. But the fact that he is pushing leaked content and getting rewarded for it, that's basically telling everybody else it's okay to talk about leaked shit. It's okay to promote leaked shit. It's okay to put it out there and push it out there, right? It's completely fine. No, it should be the opposite. What should have happened was they should have saw that he promoted and was openly pushing the leaked trailer for Steve Rogers returning in Doomsday, and not invite him to the event, the premiere, or whatever they're doing. Like, it was an event, not a premiere. That's what they should have done. But no, they know having Soups there, it's going to get people's attention. They know. It's all marketing. But you're telling him it's okay. You're telling everybody else it's okay to promote and push leaked content. That's the problem. You're saying it's okay. You're saying it's fine if you do it. Because if you do, we'll just invite you to events if you got a fan base, if you have an audience. But if Soups was a know-nothing person that no one knew and he promoted and pushed the leaked trailer, he'd probably get in trouble for it. But since he's a big content creator and he's actually used for marketing, I mean, he was in the marketing for Superman earlier this year. They did promotional material with him multiple times for Superman. And honestly, that kind of hurts my thoughts on the movie in terms of the marketing side of it, because it just doesn't look genuine. It looks like, well, you're using a big content creator to help promote your film. It actually doesn't, to me, it doesn't help promote your film in a positive light. It looks like you're desperate, or you're basically just using a guy who has a lot of following on social media to help promote your film. There's other ways to do it, because to a lot of people like myself, it doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel right to use a guy like Soups or other content creators as a marketing push, like, they're recognizing the space, so it'll help the movie. No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually help. If there was one person that saw Soups' promotional material of Superman and that made them go see the movie because of Soups' like involvement in the marketing in some way and for Superman, I'd be shocked if that genuinely happened. There was one person that saw Soups in the marketing. Superman. Well, I wasn't going to see the movie before, but now that Soups is in the marketing and I've seen him standing alongside the cast and everything and James Gunn, now I'm going to go see Superman. If that actually happened, what the fuck? I'm just saying, because I really don't have anything too negatively against Soups. There's a lot of things that have been said about him and accusations and shit. I'm not getting into all that. I'm specifically talking about this. And it's just not a good look to say, look, this guy has a huge following. Who cares that he promoted a leaked trailer? Our leaked trailer. Let's invite him to this event and use him for marketing in a few weeks. Huh? Like, that pretty much says, okay, it's fine. Like I said, it's fine to promote leaked content because he can do it and he goes to an event for it. Make it make sense.